Hey guys, Rose Pants here. Sorry, not sorry. I had such an entertaining day yesterday. Um, Today is kind of starting off the same. I am avoiding the heat. My brother went disc golfing super early this morning and he's still out. I don't understand how he's out there in the heat. Like, he went out early in order to avoid it. So maybe they're just like running errands or something. I don't know. Anywho, um, I just did this. Um, are any of you familiar with the Enneagram? Do you know what type of person you are? I just figured out what I am. I think I'm a 9. Do any of you out there know what your number is? Is anyone else a 9? It's known as the peacemaker, which I feel like makes a lot of sense. This book does a great job of like breaking things down into like little subcategories, and there's a couple lines where like I know I'm a 9 because this is like to a T me. So they have practical suggestions and exercises for a 9, and this one is just like so fucking true. It's so practical and I need to do it more often. Take the first step to change a situation that isn't right instead of hoping things will change themselves. Like with my job situation, or relationships in general, like I want to hope for the best and think that things will just change on their own. And majority of the time, they don't. So I need to take that first step. This whole section is so me. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm all about lists and Luke wanting some attention. Hello, kitty. Yeah, so I'm all about lists. It really helps me kind of just like get things in order, and it makes it more manageable. And then I love that it says reward yourself when you complete a task, because I totally do that. And what else? What else is crazy about this section? Luke, you're so rude. You didn't even come here to cuddle. You're just cleaning yourself right now. This is ridiculous. I totally do this. Lure yourself to jobs around the house by planning to listen to your favorite music while you work. For me, that would be Rat-a-Tat. It is always my go-to. Like, if I throw on some Rat-a-Tat or just the Rat-a-Tat Pandora station, I'm motivated and like ready to go and can just like go through a fucking to-do list like nobody's business. Or like clean my room or something else specific. And this is huge. If what you are contemplating feels right in your gut, do it! Do it! I've always felt like I've had a great intuition, and when I feel something in my gut, I typically do go for it. And then when I don't, I regret it. So this is like a nice little lesson to like continue going with my gut. And definitely one of like the most spot on sections of this is things 9s would never dream of doing. Confronting someone face to face in an extremely critical manner. I fucking hate confrontation, especially like face to face direct confrontation. So, yeah, would never ever dream of doing that. But this book is awesome in ending with positive things to say to yourself. I will ask for what I want. I will learn to recognize my resentment and use it as a source of energy. I will even let myself feel guilty rather than rush to fulfill another's expectations. I have what it takes. I am enough. So that was pretty interesting to go through this whole book. There is like a little questionnaire thing at the beginning of each chapter, and there's just like little statements, and you're like, check if you agree with like that's a good assessment of like how I live my life and how I make decisions and stuff like that. Only 2 points behind, a close second, was number 4, which is the romantic. Which I feel like it makes sense. I did go and read that chapter, and I felt like little connections to certain pieces of it, but I'm definitely a 9. Like those 2 points mean a lot, and it swayed me in that direction. And you just had to be right in the center of everything, huh? Wow, cutie kitty. You need some attentions and some loves? Alright, you guys ready for a story? So it was either my 2nd or 3rd day here in St. Louis. I lost my prescription sunglasses, and my prescription sunglasses are extremely important to me. I use them on a daily basis. I have light blue eyes, and the sun honestly hurts my eyes. Like, I have to squint super tiny to not have my eyes hurt, and that's annoying because if your eyes are squinted, you know, that means your eyes are barely open, so you can barely see anything. So I was pretty much besides myself when, like, I knew that they were gone, and I thought that they were left in the car. So cleaned out the whole car. No sign of them. Looked everywhere in the house that they could have been, would have been. No sign of them. So I cried, and I was just like so upset. I called my mom, had her talk me through it, and you know, there's times when I felt silly for getting so upset over a thing, but they held so much meaning to me, and they were so useful, and I'm like going by the skin of my teeth kind of at this point. So I did not want to have to dip into my savings in order to replace them. I felt like I couldn't afford to replace them right now. So I went for a walk. I cried in the rain, and because there just happened to be a rainstorm that day, and it felt good because it was fucking hot. So it's ridiculous. I went to the universe, and I asked to either make my sunglasses reappear or give me the power to accept that they're gone. I do a last stitch kind of hunt, don't find them. So I accept that they're gone. I move on, as upset as I was, and days go by where I just don't think about it at all. And then today, Micah's best friend came over and they were playing, and Luke was fucking awesome. So I went in my room to go give him some extra treats because he was being such a good kitty. Siren in the background. I walk into my bedroom, and there on the floor are my sunglasses, which is just so bizarre because they weren't there earlier in the morning, and they weren't there earlier that afternoon. They just appeared out of nowhere. I kind of have an inkling of where they might have been tucked away and hiding, but I had looked in that specific place where they were. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Prescription sunglasses. It's just so frustrating to lose them because no one else can use them. You know, like if I'd lost them out in the world, or like one time I had a pair get stolen, and it's like you can't fucking use them unless you get the lenses replaced. That's expensive. Who's gonna actually do that if they like steal a pair of sunglasses? So, such a relief. Oh my goodness. All right, doing some late night outside porch vlogging. Everyone's inside sleeping. And we had a really great afternoon, but I wasn't able to vlog any of it because I just felt like it was going to be intrusive. We spent the afternoon just like hanging out in the backyard, and we brought out the baby bath and filled it with, you know, hose water, and they enjoyed themselves. So that was cool. But the best news is that I locked down my couch surfing arrangement. So I got a place to stay in Brooklyn. My travel and lodging is all taken care of, and I can't fucking believe it. Like, everything is lining up as it should. I have manifested the fuck out of this trip, and it's happening in less than 10 days. I can't believe it. I'm so fucking jazzed. I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. Have any of you been to Brooklyn? Do you have anything that like I need to do? Because to be perfectly honest, I don't have very many things on my to-do list. I'm just like going there to see what it has to offer me. And the only thing I know that I want to do is rent a bike and go over the Brooklyn Bridge, because I've seen pictures and it's fucking gorgeous. So gotta do that. But besides that, it's all up in the air. I don't know. We'll see what I get into.